Do you have long hair that likes to get in the way? I have such a beautiful hairstyle to share with you today. It's going to keep your tresses beautiful and in place. This is a take on Disney's Rapunzel braid, and I'm making this hairstyle appropriate for pretty much any age that wants to try it, so you too can look like a princess. My hair is parted off center just like Rapunzel, and I'm going to be starting on the heavier side, about halfway back, and doing a Dutch braid. A Dutch braid, as you can see, I'm gathering strands and adding hair to each strand and braiding under rather than over. So again, gathering a strand on this side, adding the hair, folding it under. The next strand goes under with hair added to it on that side. So both sides get hair added before going under. Switching my hands to make it a little bit more easy, and continuing to braid. And I'm going to be braiding all of the hair on this side. You can see there are 2 micro braids peeping out from the bottom. I did those ahead of time, and you'll see how we utilize those right at the end of the hairstyle. So last piece here, fold it under, and once we have all the hair gathered, continue the braid down just a little ways as a normal braid, and that'll help hold the hair in place until we're ready to come back to it. At this point, if you have a little clip or a hair elastic, put that in your hair to hold it, and we'll move on to the other side. On the smaller side, I'm going to be taking the hair from just behind my ear up at an angle towards the crown of my head, and that's this first section. So divide that in 3, start your braid, and then again start adding hair to each side to make this a Dutch braid, and go all the way back, loosening up all the hair. Now these braids are joining in the center, but the way that we have it, we're going to be able to have this braid go down behind your back or over your shoulder. So it makes it a lot more versatile this way. Now I'm joining the braids together. So the braid on the right, I'm taking one of the 3 strands, joining it with one of the 3 strands on the left. Those are a new strand until every single strand is made up of 1 strand from one side and 1 strand from the other. And now I'm braiding them all normally. Once I'm down about 5 stitches on the braid, it's a good idea to tie it off and to start adding volume. Rapunzel has a ton of hair, so the more you can simulate that, the better. So I'm pancaking each little stitch. You can see I'm grabbing it right here. And when I pull, I'm exerting more pressure as I go outwards, and that gives that really nice flare that looks like almost a petal effect. And you can see instantly my braid looks at least double the size that it was before. Once I have everything on the top, now it's time to move down into the braid. We pull each stitch separately. Remove the hair elastic and continue braiding down. You want this braid pulled fairly tightly, and that will get the most flare out of each stitch as you pancake it. You do not have to do the pancaking process. I just love how much volume it adds to my hair, so I'm going to do it pretty much every time. And when we get near the end, tie it off with an elastic. Now we're going to take those 2 micro braids, cross them under, and then cross them over, under, and over, and move around until you can see how the end is shaping up. I want these to cross one more time under where my braid is going to be, and since my braid is going to be in front, where I'm holding it, you can see it crosses right behind there and is wrapped in with an elastic. And now I'm going to accessorize to hide the elastic. I don't have an elastic to hide in the back since we joined both the braids together. but I do like to have flowers anywhere the braids intersect. It's very appealing to the eye. You want your flowers asymmetrical, and if possible, have an odd amount of flowers in your hair. That's going to end up looking most appealing. It's the same as if you were doing a flower arrangement. And there's the final look. I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to see the braid that inspired me, I put the link for that below. Let me know in the comments below if you like this. Give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.